Imagine having a name that instantly transports you to the 1980s, a name that, to a whole generation, embodied elegance, charm, and beauty. In the 1980s, Morgan Fairchild, a woman who was everyone's crush, is the subject of our discussion. Morgan was the face of a period with her breathtaking appearance, dazzling personality, and unmistakable presence on screen. However, what happens to these celebrities when the limelight wanes? Now, where are they? And how does it feel to be someone who was previously loved by millions of people only to have a totally different existence now? Watch this video to learn more about Morgan Fairchild's life after the 1980s and how she transitioned from being well-known to leading a peaceful life today. You won't want to miss this, so don't leave. In the 1980s, Morgan Fairchild's name was all over the place. She was a celebrity that everyone adored, whether it was because of her glossy magazine covers or her parts in classic TV series like Dallas and Flamingo Road. She was the pinnacle of Hollywood beauty and more than just an actress. For many people, Morgan was the ideal girl because of her blonde hair, dazzling blue eyes, and that enduring smile. However, Morgan's life began to change as the 1980s gave way to the 1990s. She moved from being a well-known celebrity in Hollywood to living alone and out of the spotlight. But what became of the woman who had it all at her feet? Let's examine. Although Morgan Fairchild initially gained popularity in the late 1970s, her status as one of Hollywood's most attractive stars was cemented in the 1980s. She was already well known from her position on Flamingo Road as a chic, glitzy character, and her stint on Dallas later made her a household celebrity. Her remarkable acting ability was almost as distinctive as her looks. Whether she was portraying a weak character or a strong, self-assured woman, her on-screen persona was captivating. She frequently portrayed strong, endearing, and occasionally even slightly enigmatic women in her roles. However, it was the entirety of her that made her so well-liked, not simply her acting abilities. Morgan was able to draw attention as soon as she entered a room, and she did it with ease. Fans were enamored with her, particularly in the 1980s. However, the character of Hollywood's fame gain started to change as fast as Morgan's ascent to stardom. Like many other celebrities, Morgan gradually lost prominence during the 1990s as the media and entertainment industries began searching for fresh faces. As her career progressed, Morgan was placed in positions that fell short of her previous achievements. Although she wasn't the only one who had this experience, many people found it difficult to accept the change as it was. As the 1980s came to an end, Morgan Fairchild's life began to take unexpected turns. Morgan didn't appear to want attention like other of her peers did, who went on to play different parts in movies or television shows. Rather, she deliberately took decisions that distanced her from the intense public scrutiny that accompanies being an A-list actress. She eventually took a backseat to her acting career in favor of concentrating on her personal life. She lived in the background, out of sight of the cameras flashing and the reporters. For her supporters, Morgan became somewhat of a mystery. Her withdrawal from the spotlight was a significant change for a lady who was before everywhere on magazine covers, TV series, and movie screens. People began to wonder, what became of the woman who had been the object of everyone's affection? Where had she disappeared to? In actuality, Morgan just made the decision to live her life independently of the demands and expectations that accompanied her status as a celebrity. The glitzy Hollywood star we knew in the 1980s is no longer Morgan Fairchild. Some people think she may have disappeared since she leads a much more subdued life away from the spotlight. In actuality, though, Morgan has been living her life as she sees fit, no longer seeking attention or fame. Those who grew up idolizing her may find it unexpected that she prefers a more private life. But when you consider it, it makes sense. Morgan has made no secret of the fact that she loves her life away from Hollywood and how much she cherishes her privacy. Even if she isn't as well known as she previously was, she still leads a passionate and meaningful life. For instance, she continues to be active in charitable endeavors and is an advocate for a number of causes. She shares her opinions, updates, and some intimate moments with her fans on social media, where she is also quite active. Despite everything, Morgan decides against joining the media frenzy. Far from the commotion of her 1980s stardom, she has learned to appreciate life on her own terms. What lesson does Morgan Fairchild's story teach us? In many respects, her post-1980s life serves as a valuable lesson for all of us regarding the importance of privacy, self-care, and finding fulfillment outside of the spotlight. Hollywood has a way of making individuals believe that in order to be important, they must always be in the spotlight. However, Morgan Fairchild demonstrates that, on occasion, the most satisfying life is the one you select for yourself, away from the demands, the unceasing attention from the media, and the expectations that are put on you. Morgan's choice to live alone and avoid the spotlight does not imply that she has given up on life or that she is living alone. Rather, it reflects a person who has learned to live for herself rather than for other people's favor. In the age of social media influencers, reality TV stars, and ongoing public scrutiny, many of us could use this lesson. Morgan Fairchild's influence on Hollywood and popular culture is indisputable, despite the fact that she isn't as frequently in the news as she once was. Her contributions during the 1980s and 1990s influenced a period of television history that is still cherished today. Fans still have positive memories of her and continue to appreciate her contributions to the entertainment industry, even though she is no longer the it girl. Morgan has demonstrated that beauty endures despite aging. Her legacy endures in the hearts of those who grew up watching her, even though she may not be as well known as she was in the 1980s. Furthermore, even if she isn't vying for attention, her name still carries credibility. What is Morgan Fairchild's current location? She is living her life as she sees fit. It's okay that she isn't the same Hollywood star that she once was. The fact that she has found contentment and serenity away from the spotlight, and the spotlight is what matters most. Morgan's story serves as a reminder that pursuing success or recognition isn't the only thing that may happen in life. Sometimes it's about living genuinely and discovering what makes you happy. How do you feel about Morgan Fairchild's choice to distance himself from the spotlight? Do you miss watching her on TV, or do you respect her for choosing a more sedate life? Tell us in the comments section below. Please share your comments with us and remember to like and subscribe for more videos like this one. We appreciate you viewing, and we hope to see you again soon.